Good afternoon, everyone. So let me start with the announcements. Let's see if there is anything new and interesting. First of all, the Mass intention today is for Neil Phillips, Jr. For those who normally read the pastor's laptop in our parish bulletin, you will see a long and heartfelt message about how we have been doing and how very well pleased we all have been. This was written prior to the governor's announcements on Monday, but it is something valuable that we will return to when we resume Masses inside. Father Sam would like to acknowledge the power of your prayers, both those who are with us at the outdoor Masses or those viewing the live stream Masses. Of course, many are frustrated by the closure of our indoor Masses, and we would like to let you know that we too are frustrated about it. We would ask at this time that you continue with your powerful prayers, continue coming to the outdoor Masses we are offering, and join us, if not possible, at the live stream Masses. Through our collective prayers and commitment to receiving our Lord in the Eucharist, we will together deepen our faith during this time. The closure of indoor Masses has resulted in immediate schedule changes for our First Holy Communion children still waiting, and all of our confirmation teens as well. Although we are very saddened by this, parents, please know that you will be contacted by someone on our staff regarding rescheduling. If you are not contacted by the end of the day on Monday, please call our parish office. You are reminded to check out our free online Vacation Bible Retreat resources for our parish families. We look forward to having an in-person Vacation Bible Retreat next year. The next week, our parish will hear about our new catechism program, one that we have been working very hard on and that will enrich our children and their parents. Family faith formation. Individual confessions are still on Mondays through Fridays at 5 p.m. and Saturday at 8:30 a.m. in the hall. So please line up outside the hall and remember to wear your face mask and safely distance at all times. I think there is something missing in the announcements. On Sundays we have 3 outdoor Masses. At 6:45 in the morning we have the Latin Mass, and at 8 o'clock we have the English Mass, and again at 7 p.m. we have another English Mass. So those who could not make for any of the outdoor Masses and would like to do it, you may please come back at 7 o'clock in the parking lot for our last Sunday Mass of this weekend. A small reflection on today's Gospel. Of course, the Gospel passage of this extraordinary form is quite different from that of the ordinary form. So as I was reflecting on this Gospel passage we just heard read in the extraordinary form, what came to my mind is something quite different. The whole passage we heard read right now could be summarized in just one word: beware. Beware of what is going on around us. We have so many things happening new movements, maybe old movements gaining momentum, new theories, new ideologies, and things quite contrary to the teachings of the church. And Jesus warns us, beware of false prophets. We have wolves around us in sheep clothing. So I don't want to say everyone we are going to meet are wolves in sheep clothing, sorry. So please don't misunderstand me. So there are also wolves of whom we have to be extremely cautious. And how to figure them out? And Jesus gives us the best way to tackle that crisis. Jesus tells us, from their fruits we know the tree. So it could be the strategy Mary used. There were things she could not understand. So what did she do? She pondered of those things in her heart. So in fact, the evangelist repeats this attachment, this response of Mary at several moments. So she pondered them in her heart. So we need to ponder them. We need to reflect. We need to reason things out. We need to meditate. We need to research instead of jumping into a conclusion or instead of being carried away. So this is a process, an intellectual, a faith-filled response that we are supposed to have in the midst of everything that confuses us. And one very clear criterion we could use as regards all these misleading movements could be this. Do these movements respect the natural law? Do they respect the divine law? So we know what is natural law. So if I take a piece of paper and drop it, we know that is supposed to fall down. So suppose if I tell you, okay, we are all created to reach heaven, so it is weird to say the thing we drop is falling down. No, it should no more be like that. So when we drop it, it should go up to heaven. So if I say that, you will say I am crazy. So, because this is against the natural law. This natural law is not a law that is created by a human being. It is the law of nature. So, whatever is being proposed, is it in consonant with the natural law? Also the divine law we can apply. For example, okay, one plain example could be the commandment, thou shalt not kill. And the church constantly teaches life is precious from the moment of conception to its natural end. And this is not a law that is created by the church, but it is divine law. Because if there is no life, we cannot speak about killing. So, everything that we come to face, everything that happens around us, all these movements, all these new theories, all these new ideologies, we have to test them against the divine law, against the natural law. Do they respect those? So anything that goes against it. So we are all called to be brothers and sisters because we all are God's adopted children. We are all brothers and sisters with Jesus. So when I exclude someone, that is against the divine law. So anything that will exclude us, exclude anyone, anything that is against God-given laws, okay, has to be rejected. So let us have our eyes open. Let us have our ears open, of course. And let us have our brains at work. Let's not jump into conclusion, and let us try to figure out the wolves in sheep's clothing. And as long as we work hard and we have recourse to prayer, the Spirit will lead us. Credo in unum Deum,
Patrem omnipotentem, factorem celi et terrae, visibilium omnium, et invisibilium, et in unum Dominum, Iesum Christum, Filium Dei unigenitum, et ex Patre natum, ante omnia saecula, Deum de Deo, lumen de lumine, Deum verum, de Deo verum, genitum non factum, consubstantialem Patri, perquem omnia facta sunt, qui propter nos homines, et propter nostram salutem, descendite et celis, et incarnatus est, de Spiritus Sancto, ex Maria Virgine, et homo factus est, crucifixus et sia pro nobis, sub Pontio Pilato, passus et sepultus est, et resurrexit tertia die, secundum Scripturas, et ascendit in caelum, sedera dexteram Patris, et interum venturus est cum gloria, iudicare vivos et mortuos, cuius regni non erit finis, et Spiritum Sanctum, Dominum, et vivificantem, qui ex Patre Filioque procedit, qui cum Patre et Filio simul adoratur, et cum glorificatur, qui locutus est per profetas, et unam sanctam catholicam, et apostolicam ecclesiam, confiteor unum baptisma, in remissionem peccatorum, et expecto resurrectionem mortuorum, et vitam venturi seculi.
Dominus vobiscum,
Et cum spiritu tuo,
oremus. Perfice gressus meos in semitis tuis, sicut in holocaustis arietum et taurorum, et sicut in millibus annorum pinguium, sic via sacrificium nostrum conspectum tuo odie, ut placia tibi, quia
et sicut in millibus annorum pinguium, perfecto tuo Deo placea tibi, quia non est confusio confidentibus in te Domine. Jesus, my Lord, my God, my all, how can I love thee as I ought? And how revere this wondrous gift, so far surpassing hope or thought. Sweet sacrament, we thee adore. Oh, make us love thee more and more. Oh, make us love thee more and more. Had I but Mary's sinless heart to love thee with my dearest King, oh, with what bursts of fervent praise thy goodness, Jesus, would I sing. Sweet sacrament, we thee adore. Oh, make us love thee more and more. Oh, make us love thee more and more. Oh, see upon the altar placed the victim of divinest love. Let all the earth below adore and join the choirs of heaven above. Sweet sacrament, we thee adore. Oh, make us love thee more and more. Oh, make us love thee more and more. Be joyful, Mary, heavenly Queen. Be joyful, Mary. Your grief is changed to joy serene. Alleluia. Rejoice, rejoice, O Mary.
Suscipe Sancta Trinitas, bless you, the one, the via Terranis, memoria passionis, resurrectionis, spiritus, eros, et in honoram Beate Maria, sempre Virginis, in grande Ioannis Baptistis, Sanctorum, Apostolorum Petri, et Pauli, et Iustorum, Sanctorum, Tullus Provincia, et honoram nobis, Salutum, et in libro Mons, in natura digna, nur in celis, cura memoria imaginis, Sanctoris, Spiritus, nostrum. Amen. Orate fratres, ut meum ob extrum sacrificium acceptabile fiat apud Deum Patram suum omnipotentem. Suscipiat omnes sacrificium de manibus suis sacerdotes gloriam nominis. Linda. Deus qui de alium differentiamus Deorum cui sacrifici perfectione sanctisti. Accipe sacrificium ad devotis, tibi famulis et pari benedictione, sicut munera habel sanctifica. Quod singuli obtulerunt ad majestatis Tuae honorum, quintus propicia ad saluta, per Dominum nostrum Iesum Christum Filium Tuum, qui tecum vivit et regnat in unitate Spiritus Sancti Deus, per omnia saecula saeculorum.
Amen.
Dominus vobiscum.
Et cum spiritu tuo.
Susum coda.
Habemus ad Dominum.
Gratias agamus Domino Deo nostro.
Dignum Marius tuum est.
Vere dignum et justum est secum et salutare. Nos tibi semper ad ubique gratias agere. Domine Sancte Pater Omnipotens Eterne Deus, qui cum unigenito Filio Tuo, et Spiritus Sancto, unus est Deus, unus est Dominus, non in unius singularitate personae, sed in unius Trinitate substantiae, quod enim de Tua gloria revelante te credimus, hoc de Filio Tuo, hoc de Spiritu Sancto, sine differentia discretionis sentimus, ut in confessione vere sempiterneque Deitatis, et in personis proprietas, et in essentia unitas, et in maestate adoretur qualitas, quam laudant angeli atque arcangeli, cherubim quoque a seraphim, qui non cessant clamare quotidie una voce dicentes.
Sanctus, Sanctus, Sanctus Dominus Deus Sabaoth, pleni sunt celi et terra, gloria Tua, Hosanna in excelsis, benedictus, qui venit in nomine
Deus in omnibus quesumus benedictam ad scriptam ad oratem in patere digniores ut nobis corpus et agnes fiat delectissimi filii tui Domini nostri Iesu Christi qui pridie qua pateretur accepit panem in sancta sac venerabilis manus suas et elevatis oculus in cielo ante Dei Patra suo omnipotentum tibi gratias agens benedixit fregit et cui discipulis suis dicens accipite et manducate ex omnes hoc est ieni corpus meum. Simili votibus concenatur accipius claris in sanctos et venerabilis manus suas et tibi gratias agens benedixit et cui discipulis suis dicens accipite et bibite ex eo omnes hic est ienim calix sanguinis mei novi et aeterni testamenti mysterium fidei qui pro vobis et pro multis effundetur in remissionem pectorum et codiscum que feceritis in mei memoriam facietis. Ut et memoris Domini, nos servituis et plebs tua sancta, Iusam Christi Filii Tui Domini nostri, tam beate passiones, nec non ad imperis resurrectionis, sed in celos gloriosi ascensiones superma per care maestati Tui, de Tuis donis ad datis, hostiam pura, hostiam sancta, hostiam immaculata, pana sancta vitae aeterni, et calis in salutis perpetui. Supraque propitio serena vultura specie redimieris, et acceptar habere sicuti acceptar habere dignatus est molerat poveri tui justiabil sacrificium patriarchi nostri Abrae, cotibion solus sumus sacerdotus Melchisedec, sanctum sacrificium immaculatum hostium, supplices te rogamus omnipotens Deus, iuve et preferibus manus sancti angeli tui in sublimi altare tu in conspect divina maestatis tui ut quod ex altaris participationis sacrosanctum Filii tui corpus et sanguinis observimus, mundi benedictione celestis rapere pleamur perinam Christum Domini nostrum. Amen. Memento Domini, etiam Domini famularum quintuarum, qui nos praeceserum cum consigna fidei sormium in somna pacis. Ipsis omnium omnibus in Christum quiescentibus locum reficere lucis et pacis, et contra diate proclamor pente Christum Domini nostrum. Amen.
Nobis quoque peccatoribus,
Familis tui motus beneficatione tua, sperandos partem arecam et societatem donare finieris, cum tui sanctis apostolis et martiribus congivanes, te penamentia banum ignaciora Sandra Marcellina Petra, felicitate perpetua Agata, Lucia, Nieta, Cecilia, Anastasia, omnibus anglis tuis, intra coram nos consortium alisenatus meritis et vegi et quesumus ereditor admite, prendem Christum Domini nostrum. Amen. Perocem hec omnia Domini semper bonas creas, sanctificas, vivificas, benedicis es prestas nobis. Per ipsum et cum ipsum et in ipsum est Dei Patri omnipotenti, unitate Spiritus Sancti, omnis honor et gloria
per omnia saecula saeculorum.
Amen.
Oremus. Precepti salutaribus moniti et divina institutione formati, audemus dicere. Pater noster, qui es in celi, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Adveniat regnum tuum. Fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra. Panem nostrum quotidianum da nobis hodie, et dimite nobis debita nostra, sicut et nos dimitimus debitoribus nostris, et ne nos inducas in tentationem,
Sed libera nos a malo.
Libera nos qui sumus Domini, ab omnibus malis praederitis presentibus et futuris et in accidente beata et gloriosa semper Virgine Dei Genetrice Maria cum beatis Apostoles tuis Petro et Paulo atque Andrea Dominibus Sanctis te propitius pacem in diebus nostris ut ope misericordia tui adiuti peccatus simus semper liberi ab omni perturbatione securi. Printem Domine nostrum, Iesum Christum, Filium Tuum, qui tecum vivit et regnat in unitate Spiritus Sancti Deus,
per omnia saecula saeculorum.
Amen.
Pax Domini sit semper vobiscum.
Et cum spiritu tuo.
Pieta cipi et vivis nos.
Agnus Dei, qui tollis peccata mundi, miserere nobis. Agnus Dei, qui tollis peccata mundi, miserere nobis. Agnus Dei, qui tollis peccata mundi, dona nobis pacem.
Et universus malis et fragmentus semper requirere mandas et non separare permittas, qui eram cum Deodem Deo Patre Spiritus Sancta vivis et regnas Deus in saecula saeculorum. Amen. Preceptio corporis tui Domini Iesu Christi, quod ego indignus sumere prosumum non vi proveniat in judici condenationem, servo tua pietate prosum vigio tutum et dormentis corporis medere percipita vivis et regnas cum Deo Patre in unitate Spiritus Sancti Deus per omnia saecula saeculorum. Amen. Celestum et Domini in vocabo.
Domine non sum dignus,
Resurrectum mei sancti corpo et sanabitur anima mea.
Domine non sum dignus,
Resurrectum mei sanctum corpo et sanabitur anima mea.
Domine non sum dignus,
Resurrectum mei sanctum corpo et sanabitur anima mea. Corpus Domini nostri Iesu Christi custodiet anima mea in vitam aeternam.
ecce agnus Dei, ecce qui tolit peccata mundi. Domine nostrum dignus ut indra subtectum meum, sed andum dic verbo est sanabitur anima mea.
Domine non sum dignus, surrender
Ut indra subtectum meum, sed andum dic verbo est sanabitur anima mea. Domine nostrum dignus ut indra subtectum meum, sed andum dic verbo est sanabitur anima mea. Corpus Domini nostri Iesu Christi custodiet animam tuam vitam aeterna. Corpus Domini nostri Iesu Christi custodiet.
Inclina aurem tuam, accelera ut eruas nos. Oh, breathe on me, oh, breath of God, fill me with life anew, that I may love the things you love and do what you would do. Oh, breathe on me, oh, breath of God, until my heart is pure, until my will is one with yours, to do and to endure. Oh, breathe on me, oh, breath of God, my will to yours incline, until this selfish part of me glows with your fire divine. Oh, breathe on me, oh, breath of God, so shall I never die, but live with you the perfect life of your eternity.
Inclina aurem tuam, accelera ut eripias me. Dominus vobiscum.
Et cum spiritu tuo.
Oremus. Tua nos Domine medicinalis operatio, et a nostris perversitatibus clemender expediat, et ad eaque sunt recta perducat, per Dominum nostrum Iesum Christum Filium Tuum, qui tecum vivit et regnat in unitate Spiritus Sancti Deus, per omnia saecula saeculorum.
Amen.
Dominus vobiscum.
Et cum spiritu tuo,
ite missa est.
Deo gratias.
Grazie tibi Sancta Trinitas sussequim servitutis nos mei, ut presta ut sacrificium quod oculis mei majestatis indignos optulis tibi sit acceptabile mihique et omnibus pro quibus illud optulis sit te miserande propitiabile per Christum Dominum nostrum. Amen.
Benedicat vos omnipotens Deus, Pater et Filius et Spiritus Sanctus.
Amen.
Dominus vobiscum,
Et cum spiritu tuo.
initium Sancti Evangelii secundum Ioannem.
Gloria tibi, Domine.
In principio erat verbum et verbum erat apud Deum et Deus erat verbum. Hoc erat in principio apud Deum. Omnia per ipsum facta sunt et sine ipso factum est nihil quod factum est, et ipso vita erat lux hominum, et lux in tenebris lucet, et tenebrae iam non comprehenderunt. Fuit homo missus ad Deo, cui nomen erat Ioannes, hic venit in testimonium, ut testimonium praeciberet de lumine, ut omnes crederant per illum. Non erat ille lux, sed ut testimonium praeciberet de lumine. Erat lux veraque illuminat omnem hominem venientem in hoc mundum. In mundo erat, et mundus per ipsum factus est, et mundus eim non cognovit, in propria venit, et sui eim non receperunt. Quod autem receperunt eim, dedit eis potestatem filios Dei fieri, his qui credunt in nomine eius, qui non ex sanguinibus, neque ex voluntate carnis, neque ex voluntate viris, sed ex Deo nati sunt. Et verbum caro factum est, et habitabit in nobis, et vidimus gloriam eius, gloriam quasi unigeniti a Patre, plenium gratiae et veritatis.
Deo gratias.